What's up, guys? Chris Brown from Train Boston coming at you with another quick nutrition tip for the week. This week's tip is for you guys to forget about fat loss as a goal. Now, you heard me right. I want you to forget about fat loss. A lot of what I have to say may seem contrary to what you typically hear from in the nutrition circles. It's different from most advice. This might be due to the fact that people are just reiterating science, what has worked for them in the past, or it might be that they're trying to sell you something. Most people, however, just want to feel better, and they believe that looking better will get them to that point. Society's gotten us to a point where large people or people who are overweight, even just a little bit, they're perceived as bad or maybe even immoral or unattractive. Many of us feel as though we'll never find a lover, we won't find a dream job, or we'll die too early if we don't become skinny or lean. And this scares us and makes us feel very upset. It gets stuck in everyone's head that they cannot think about anything without thinking about what they're eating, how they look, how they want to look, the what, the when, the where, the why, and how we eat. It becomes overwhelming to everybody. So much so that no one can focus on other aspects that are important to your life. Not just your wellness, but everything around you. You get exhausted mentally and physically. It can affect everything. Everyone thinks, if only I could look this way, if I could look like so-and-so, then I would feel better. I would be better. But often this isn't the case. The trouble lies on the other end of the spectrum as well. Many, if not all, fitness models, top athletes, actors, and more, both male and female, they struggle with the feeling that if they don't maintain what they have, or they don't get better even, that they're going to lose everything. And this can lead down a slippery slope to a bad physical and mental state. Anorexia, bulimia, body dysmorphia, clinical anxiety, and depression, those things run rampant in sports that show off your body, like gymnastics, wrestling, swimming. Fitness models, they're very mentally unstable a lot of the times. They have this constant sense of dread that they're going to lose it all, that they can't get where they need to be, that they need to do just a little bit more. It's very unsettling. And I've come from that world. I've also seen the other world of obesity. Neither one are ideal and neither one feels good. These people, they do not feel better. So what are we supposed to do to feel better? What do we do with our goals? Why is fat loss a bad goal? Well, there are many quality studies, not just correlating, but showing causation between obese individuals and many life-threatening diseases. And I'm telling you, you should not focus on this? Yeah, I am. I've already talked to you about intrinsic and extrinsic goals, goals that come from the inside and goals that come from the outside, goals that come from external sources. All right. Generally speaking, the goals from outside sources, other people telling you should want something, or you trying to look or feel or be like something on the outside, that doesn't work very well. It might work for a short period of time, but most people, it doesn't work the whole time. I've also talked briefly on motivation. We're more motivated by our peers, by people around the same level, around the same age, etc., being right next to us and struggling together with us, than we are from external people yelling at us or trying to give us money to do something or advertising something to us. We know that. We know those things don't work quite as well. Fat loss, even when successful, has a very low retention rate. We can't be just shoved and told in that this is good for you, this is what you need, this is what will make you feel better. It doesn't work. You may have heard a quote from a study, a convoluted study in the past, that 95% of people who lose significant weight gain it back in as soon as a few months after losing it. There are a lot of studies showing very similar data, even if you don't like that study particularly. I'm not saying this to discourage you, however, but merely to get you to think differently about fat loss and about health and about wellness as a whole. Today, I'm not going to get into specifics why people might gain this weight back, but let's just give you that tidbit that it probably has something to do with motivation and how we look at why we want fat loss and why we should be leaner, why we should be smaller or more athletic. We've seen many studies in my realm that also show those who are overweight can still be metabolically quite healthy. And those who are lean can still be metabolically quite unhealthy. Never mind the psychosocial issues of this. Society pushes us to feel that if we are overweight, we did something wrong. We need to fix it and change it immediately. It's very difficult to shift your focus away from that way of thinking. And yet we got to do that. We have to do it. Our motivations often are currently, they're just too shallow. And mentally, we need to wrap our heads around the issue a little bit differently. We need to care about feeling better. Telling someone you need to be better, just be better, it never ever works, at least not in the long term. I'm not telling you obese is healthy. Rather, I'm saying instead of demonizing large people, maybe that's someone else or yourself, and thinking of it as ugly, immoral, or anything else negative, we need to work on feeling better before we work on looking a certain way, a way society has molded you into believing is more attractive, more godly, more healthy, more acceptable. What I tell most of my clients when I'm first seeing them is, let's focus on getting you stronger. Why is that? Well, the goal is easy. The goal is simple. You can attach a number to it. It increases bone health, decreases pain, and helps you even sleep better, which has also been tied directly to more fat loss and keeping weight loss off. The best part is, when you're working on getting stronger, the results come fast, and they're very easy to see how they affect your daily life. Confidence comes flooding in, and you feel good about yourself. You feel better. Similar thinking outside the fitness world can give you similar results, i.e., improving sleep quality, fixing joint pain, or working on social relationships. Just think about it for a moment. Those goals are going to create a similar result and make you feel a lot better. They will also lead you to looking better, or what you perceive as looking better. But at the end of the day, you are going to feel better regardless. And usually that's what people are actually seeking when they're coming to you for help. Remember, we're all on a journey, and that road is going to be steep, it's going to be winding, it's going to be treacherous and long. Generally speaking, that road will not stay the same. Try to enjoy the place that you're at in your path. Find happiness right there. Don't focus on trying to see how the person next to you is getting along on their path, or what they think you should do to get there. Find what you need to do to be happier, and that will lead you to a better place. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, good luck and be well. Thank you.